All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, we are back again on the other side of the coin. Watch along, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't done this for a little while. We are back doing this, and I've got JT here, I've got RJ here, I've got Taron here, and you know what? Today's catch will be, and we'll be saying it throughout the whole stream, we've got the link where you can join, not straight away after the first 15 minutes. We just want to warm up to it. After the first 15 minutes, please check out the link in the description right now where you can join us in the panel and provide us your thoughts for, say, 4 to 5 minutes. And then, you can do that throughout the match. Basically, pop in, pop out, whatever you want to do. So you can do that. But before we get into all of that, really exciting match coming up. Johnathan Mann, how you doing?
I'm very excited. I mean, I said 4-1 before I saw the lineup because I just felt Leeds are there. You know, defensively, they're not very good. I just thought, today's the day we convert the chances. And then I saw the lineup. I'm pretty happy. So, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for this watch along, though. Let's get into it. Come on.
Man, honestly, what is going on? Let's talk about this. But before that, obviously, RJ, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, fantastic. Always love watching Chelsea, and who better to watch it with than you fine gents?
Brilliant. Taron, my boy, how's things?
Yeah, I'm really excited. First of all, watch along. I've never tried it before. I'm excited to test it out, and hopefully I enjoy it. Hopefully we'll have a good time. And come on, 4-1 Chelsea, as Johnathan said. Let's go.
Now we're going to have a mad time. Watch all the different topics that come out throughout the match. The live chat just goes into a different zone. Before you know it, there's a whole heap of different topics to talk about. Sean, Chelsea FC, thank you for joining. Insane Thoughts, thank you for joining. Baggy TV, Thompson Jones, yes. We've got all the usual suspects here already, riding along with us. Guys, let's get straight into this lineup, man. There's a lot to talk about. Johnathan, I'll go to you first up. I just had a quick look. I actually had a nap just a moment ago for about an hour and a half. So I had the alarm on. It's 11:21 p.m. Thought I'll get a bit of nap happening because it's going to be a very long night. So need some rest. So I just saw the lineup and I'm like, dude, where is my wing backs? Because it seems like Aspilicueta is the right back here and Chilwell is the left back, unless Pulisic plays as a wing back, which I highly doubt it. Johnathan, what's your thoughts when you're looking at this lineup?
Yeah, I've been talking before about how he's going to see out the rest of the season and then switch to a 4 at the back, a more attacking team. There's been a lot on social media this week about why switch from the 3 at the back. And what's happened? Tuchel has kept us guessing yet again, the tactical genius that he is, come up with this lineup against a defensive, well, in my opinion, not very good at with Leeds. They've conceded 9 penalties this season, one of the most from corners. There's so many reasons why we can get at them. We've had the chances recently, and today he's gone, you know what? I'm gonna put the tools on the pitch in order to allow us to get those goals and see a different side to Chelsea. So I think it's going to be a more attacking team. I'm really excited to see it. So yeah, I can't even. I'm mincing my words. I'm that excited. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be goals today.
I can hear it in your voice, Johnathan. You are excited. So am I, man. And Dundia, thank you. 4-0 Chelsea. I'll take that any day of the week. Taron, my man, do you have the same feelings as well? Like you think it's 4 at the back, as it looks like? Obviously, Pulisic is getting a start. Havertz, hopefully, looks like it will be the false start again. You got Ziyech and Messi. Man, this is looking good. Tuchel probably has turned a bit of a page over here and starting to put all of these attacking players into the same team. How you feeling about this match?
Yeah, I'm a bit stuck between the two formations. I mean, as Tuchel said, it doesn't really matter the formation really on the pitch. The way we play is always kind of similar. But yeah, I saw a tweet from Simon Phillips saying that it looks like Pulisic's playing right wing back. So probably going to go by that. It's interesting. I've never seen Pulisic play in that position before. Hudson-Odoi looked like he played there quite well, and they're quite similar players. The way they like to glide past players, use their dribbling skills. So yeah, I mean, in the preview we expected Reece James to start because of the overloads that Leeds like to play. But it's really interesting. I'm excited to see all these amazing attackers that we have on the pitch at one time. And the pivot we got right, Miz, and yeah, you got Pulisic right. Fair play to you.
Yeah, man. RJ, do you feel the same over here? Where what Taron's saying that maybe Pulisic is a right wing back here, and obviously thoughts on the bench as well.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking it's funny because we're all shocked by the starting 11, which has its surprises. But for me, I'm actually more focused on what the attacking power we have on the bench. I've sort of got this feeling that he's going into the match trying to sort of stifle Leeds and hopefully use some of the creativity we do have in that 11. But also we've got lots of pace, lots of power on that bench. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to that second half and we need to inject that in just to spark us a little bit. But yeah, Pulisic, right at the wing-back position. Look, to be honest with you, I still have my question marks over whether or not his hamstring is 110%. But trust the medical team. I think if we are playing with him at the wing-back, we were surprised with Hudson-Odoi, and he's been a revelation. So who knows? I trust our German tactician.
No, brilliant. I'm just glad that, Havertz is getting another opportunity as well. It's very exciting. Obviously Mount not playing against Atletico Madrid, that's a good, he's into the team. Undoubtedly, Ziyech is one I very much doubt that any one of us had Ziyech in our lineup. Thinking about the formation that we've been playing, it was very difficult to put in Ziyech in the team with Mason, and perhaps it would have been Pulisic as the other sort of inside forward and Kai Havertz up front. But it looks like Ziyech is in the team, which is fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the Leeds lineup now before we start sort of getting ready for the whole match, which will start in about 5 minutes. I think it's very clear, as you guys can see. Ayling, Struijk, Lorente, Alioski. So they're actually playing with the general sort of four at the back. Phillips is sort of their deep line playmaker. So they generally play with the 4-1-4-1 sort of scenario. Dallas, Harrison, Roberts, and Rafinha sort of like the midfield wing sort of options, and then Madford up front. Johnathan, what's your thoughts about Leeds' lineup?
Yeah, I didn't think that Struijk or Strujic, I don't know how you pronounce it, the centre-back was going to be available. I thought he was out. But sometimes, they play 4-1-4-1, 4-2-2-2. It depends kind of throughout the game. But they are a very, very attacking team, as I said. And just to touch on the Chelsea lineup again, all about the way it's written for me. So I know there's a lot of rumours about Pulisic. I mean, I talked about even Ziyech being a right wing-back or a left wing-back. So possibly we are going at that. But I just feel like the way it's written, obviously, we're going to see in a few minutes on the pitch, but Leeds lineup is strong. I mean, Rafinha's a fantastic player. Bamford obviously has been scoring goals for fun this year. Harrison's a very, very good player. Roberts has been coming with a lot of assists recently, and obviously Phillips controls the game really well for them. Obviously, he even got into the England lineup or England squads this year. So, and there's quite a few players to watch out for. But as I said, defensively, I just think they're there to be taken. And as I touched on earlier about how many penalties they've conceded, how many corners they've conceded, or goals they've conceded from corners, I just feel like there's so many ways we can attack this lineup. I really hope we do. And as RJ said very correctly, our bench is full of talent. So if we haven't broken the deadlock, or if we're struggling to get through, there's so many options that we can bring on from the bench in order to change the game. So, I'm really excited to see how this game goes.
No, for sure. Looks like the boys are coming out into the field. Taron, thoughts on the Leeds lineup before we start?
I think that Liam Cooper's not starting. That's a huge loss. Their captain is centre back. Connor touched on how important he is to, Leeds' high pressing system. But I touched on Struijk a lot in the preview. I said that he is an area that we need to try and get out if he is starting. And it said on Sky Sports he had a knock, so I'm quite surprised to see him in the team for this game. Pulisic needs to drive a Struijk, get in the spaces, try and get him behind him. Luke Ayling, another player who I touched on that kind of gets out of position quite a lot in the team. Another player to get. Rafinha is a man that we need to watch. We mentioned that in the previous one. There's whoever's playing left back. I think Chilwell's starting today, so Chilwell needs to stay tight to Rafinha. Patrick Bamford, they're all really good players in the Leeds team. But Johnathan said there's loads of areas to exploit them. Was when they try and overload one side, they leave a lot of space on the other side. Corners with Zuma, the way they couldn't defend that. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just looking at the pitch now in the BT Sport preview before the game. We mentioned that as well, that the pitch is not looking good from this angle. So I'm not going to blame the pitch yet, but it does look like a farmer's pitch at the minute. So we'll see what's going to happen. But interesting.
We'll definitely see what happens with the pitch. Massive shout out to Mark. It's been a long time. Thank you for joining us, Mark. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Maldini's middle finger as well. Oh, it's a watch along. Big up, Miz. Thank you for that. Look, it's not the first watch along. I think someone was saying this isn't the first watch along for me. I think I've done about 2 or 3. But it's in a sweet time, so that's why we're here. RJ, your thoughts on the Leeds lineup before the kickoff happens?
Yeah, look, like the guys said, big loss out there and Cooper at the back. But I think just the way they're more of a top-heavy sort of team at the moment, Leeds, and they've always been like that with their high energy, high octane sort of pressing. But I think that's how sort of Tuchel's tried to guess the game here, and he stacked our team a lot with players that have the tenacity like your Kante's in, but the more discipline at the back with your Chilwell versus Alonso. We've got Azpilicueta there. So I'm sort of expecting that we're going to see more of the game played in around that area, but he's trying to use Jorginho as that sort of conductor to help kickstart those spots in the channels where we can exploit those spaces. So I do expect us to have a lot of joy, provided that we can survive the onslaught and just find those areas of opportunity. So, I think we look a lot better on paper, but as they say on FIFA, the game isn't played on paper, so we've got to turn up.
Absolutely right. It's not played on paper. Harry, thank you for joining, my man. Predicting a high-scoring game 2-2. I don't know why a lot of people are expecting that, Leeds are actually going to score, 1 or 2 or whatever. Yeah, 1, fine. 2. We've only conceded 2 all along throughout this Tuchel sort of tenure so far. So to expect that Leeds are going to score 2, and many opposition fans are actually thinking that, which is, I don't know, boys. Just a quick roundup as we're getting ready for the kickoff, guys. Johnathan, do you feel like Leeds can put away 2 against us?
It depends how BT have just shown Pulisic at right wing back. They've gone through it at the back. So if we're going to set up in that system, I know it's a bit more attacking with Pulisic because he's going to want to get forward. But yeah, like you said, we've conceded 2 goals, one of them an own goal since Tuchel's come in. So are we going to concede 2 today? I know Leeds are high intensity. It is going to be a very end-to-end game at times. But yeah, structurally, are we going to concede 2? I'm not so sure. I would say we're going to concede 1, and I feel like there is goals in this game. But I just can't see us, throwing away all defensive stability. That's not what Tuchel was about.
Exactly. Look, anyone's capable of scoring 1, but 2. There we go. They're taking the Black Lives Matter stance at the moment. We just want to talk to you guys about that as well once the game starts, because obviously there's some different. Here we go. The match has started. Has a match started for you guys as well, guys?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, they're still in the knees. No.
Yeah, for me it has.
So Taron, you're literally just a few seconds away, man.
Yeah.
So all of us are more or less in the same sort of vicinity, which is fantastic.
Mine just started now.
Okay, so you're about 17 seconds behind. Yeah.
I'm about 30 seconds in.
Okay.
Oh, you're about 30 seconds in. Wow.
Yeah. I'm 13, 14 seconds in.
And Chelsea's up 24-0. Just kidding, of course.
That's mad. You're in Australia. You're ahead of me. I'm on BT in London. I'm bloody... I hate streaming in the UK, man. It's so annoying.
They know which subscribers to look after. What can I say?
You know what, Johnathan? That's crazy that I used to think UK people were in front of us, but I realized that my tweets were quicker.
Yeah, no, I was good. If you like, I'm streaming it through my laptop on BT's website because I've got a BT login. But obviously, if I'm watching it live, it's about 30 seconds ahead. So yeah, behind is normally online about 30 seconds, but I can't have a TV in my office and like 2 screens for the laptop for the watch along. So yeah, I just normally watch it on the screen, to be fair. But
insane thoughts. We're in Australia, mate. Sydney. That's where we are. Sydney. Both RJ and myself. We're in Sydney. If you ever come along, do hit us up. Maybe we can sort of show you guys around for sure.
Next year, once the restrictions are gone, we need a live watch along. That's what we need.
Yeah, we do. We badly do. Look at the way Leeds is pressing, boys, straight away.
It's exactly what we're saying. Yeah.
But kudos to us. We are finding ways to sort of play out from the back. But I think is that how you feel as well, Taron? Like, do you feel like that's sort of what's going to be the theme of the match, where Leeds going to press real high and we're just going to find ourselves, look at this. Oh, man, this is just crazy the way they're sort of pressing. Is that how you feel as well?
Interesting. It's interesting because we also press high as well. So it's literally like all played in the middle of the pitch. So, yeah, midfielders are going to be really important in this game. And, yeah, it's looking good so far. It's only been like 2 minutes, but, yeah, it's looking okay.
Here we go. Long ball, RJ. That's going to be the theme as well, I reckon, because they're going to push up so high.
Well, that's
the long
my
balls
sense.
towards-
That's what I think was going to happen, because we obviously enjoy the lion's share of possession and territory with most of the games we play. But I kind of think the way we've been set up and how the first couple of minutes have gone is that we're almost like we want to invite them to come at us so we can find that space if we're good enough. But we'll see as it goes on.
Here we go. Havertz into the box. And
It's getting
Ziyech
people in the
now.
box when Havertz comes out to the left that's going to be the tricky thing. I mean, there we've got a few players in the box, but if he's drifting out to the left, we need to get one or two in the box at least, because he's going to get the ball in the money areas. So maybe Money Mace needs to try and support quite often. Yeah, Rudiger doing his normal tactics off the ball.
I don't mind that. I don't mind.
I like it. Yeah, I agree. I like it.
This is going to be an interesting game where we counter press as well. So they like to press, we like to press, we like to counter press. It's just going to be, I just hope, boys, that we don't burn ourselves out. We do have that Atletico Madrid game where a lot of these players will have to play. So just to be weary that we don't burn ourselves out, because I remember the last time we played Leeds, I think that had
there were
detrimental
repercussions. Yeah.
But I'd be quite interested to see, because we know what we're going to get from the likes of Kante and Mount in terms of their relentless energizer bunny style. But for me, I'm really keen to see what we're going to see from Ziyech, and that, especially because he's been underwhelming recently. That's, for me, is a player in focus, I think.
I think it's interesting that Ziyech and Havertz are starting, because we saw that in the Wolves game. It didn't work that well, so hopefully it's better today. Two left-footed players, so...
Pulisic is very narrow and he's very high up the pitch, isn't he? It's gonna be interesting how he adapts to this role, because it's a new position for him in a game where they are going to press high. So
he likes to drop deep and run at people. So it's gonna be interesting.
Looks like Pulisic is playing as a right wing back, boys.
Yeah.
Simon Phillips on the money.
Yeah, and the thing about Ziyech, boys, I really want him to have a good game here. I want him to not lose the ball that much. I want him to press well. I want him to win the ball. I want him to find good passes, because I feel like he hasn't been doing that enough every time he's started for us.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting with him, isn't it? Because Taron and I spoke about this on Taron's pod, actually, about is he a victim of the system, or actually thinking about it a bit more broadly? I reckon it's probably something a bit more tactical, where he's been maybe asked to focus more on promoting that recycling of possession and efficiency, but his natural game is to take risks. So he's at a bit of loggerheads there, and I think that's probably why we're not seeing the normal natural Ziyech, if that makes sense.
Natalie, thank you for joining. I'm not liking this lineup or formation. Looks like four at the back. I don't know if it's four at the back, Natalie. I think it is the normal sort of three at the back that we generally go with, where Pulisic is playing as the right wing back. Just a quick shout out to the people that are on. After the first 15 minutes, please check out the link in the description. If you do feel like joining us in the panel, just for a quick moment to provide your thoughts, you can do that, and we'll have that throughout the match. So that's open for anyone. To basically come and join us. But I'll drop the link here as well, just to make it a bit easier for everyone.
See, great pressure from Jorginho there, mounting.
These are the nicest biscuits.
Oh, that was close. Well done, Havertz. Well done.
Good ball in the box.
I'm still not even on the chance.
You're going to see it in about two. Yeah, nice ball from Pulisic. Nearly there, Havertz.
Oh,
well, he's getting closer.
Thank God. You guys will see us soon.
Oh, I need to do more. This guy's body out. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, literally, you're going to see it, Taron, the other end.
What the hell?
He's about a yard offside, though. That's actually clear for now. Nowadays, that's actually a clear offside, which is weird.
What's offside these days, hey?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I mean,
that's a bit scary how that just opened up for them with that.
No,
well, it comes back to that point, doesn't it? It comes back to that point. Can they score more than one goal? Well, I'll tell you what, if we're going to open up like that, it's a bit worrying.
Quick transition. That's the thing. They're because of their press. If we then as you say, counter press, we're then pushing higher up, so it leaves space in behind for both teams. It'll be really interesting to see who kind of exposes it the most, though.
You know what, boys? I've not seen us get opened up that quickly. Like, I've not seen any
That's
opposition.
the first time I've ever seen it happen under Tuchel.
Yeah.
The only one was probably Minamino, and that was just a fluke.
Yeah, the other one is. Yeah. At the end of the day, I think Thompson Jones, offside trap. I mean, at the end of the day, it was offside. So, I mean, it doesn't count. But nonetheless, Jorginho Kante, I'll be very interested to see how that pivot sort of works as well. Pulisic, the right wing back. Let's see what happens there.
Havertz is looking sharp so far. He's putting his body on the line. I like it. Oh, nice skills.
Yeah, it's been good. We've been some nice exchanges of passing here to get out some very dangerous situations. Yeah.
Interesting Pulisic on the right as well, because a lot of fans don't like that. But
Thompson Jones, dude, imagine if that was onside. Nah, man. That would have been scary.
Play again, just how straightforward it was.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the replay. So they really break quick, and then that movement. Wow. Yeah.
Rudiger, man, come on.
Yeah, man. Rudiger should have picked up on that movement. Actually,
we're not set. It was just a quick ball out, a few touches, and then over the top for Bamford. That's the thing. Yeah, we weren't set.
Christensen stepped up. That was really good for him. If he wouldn't have stepped up, it would have been onside.
Yeah.
It was a good run, to be honest. He was stayed onside. It was a late run. Shadow.
Go, come on.
Oh, come on.
Good work, Hank.
Well done, Ziyech. Well done. Nice work, Ziyech. Oh, come on, mate.
Come on, Ben.
That's a good ball from Christensen.
Yeah. Snow, nice patience. Well done.
Okay. He's holding him off.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's
shoot.
insane thoughts? Insane thoughts. I'm saying Leeds 1-0.
Oh, my God. What?
0-0.
He's not shooting there.
Oh, my days. Wow.
That is unbelievable. You try that 99 times out of 100, and that
would never come off.
That one time we needed.
Yeah.
What?
The
actually has stinkers against us,
Come on, this is the time.
But look, we're 10 minutes in. We've already had 3 really good chances. One from Havertz, that little chance there.
Johnathan, this game's too open, man. This game's too open.
That's why I just feel like there's so many goals in this game. If we can get one, they're going to come onto us even more.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Aspie said, "Oh man, who's that to Aspie?"
Yeah, exactly. But I'm liking the movement so far between Havertz and Mount. Some good chemistry so far.
But you know what, RJ? It's just too open. Like we bomb up, and then look, Leeds got the ball, and it's 4-5 on 4. Too much,
what are they doing? Yeah, it's too open. You're right. I don't like
For me, this is Tuchel's gone all out in this game, I'm sure. No, we still have 3 players back.
This is like end stuff. This is too much.
Miz is actually right. We have like 6 players back.
Guys, what do you think about this game so far? It's a bit crazy. Let us know your thoughts.
Can't say it's not enjoyable.
I should just turn the laptop around. I should turn the laptop around so you can see exactly the same time I'm seeing it. I feel bad.
Maldini's middle finger. This is literally ping pong football. I can't breathe. No, it sure is. One into another. Oh my God, he hit the bar. Oh man, that was crazy. Your feed is like 20 seconds ahead of mine. You lads are making me nervous. Sorry about that, Natalie. Honestly, streaming though, what can you expect? Emily's where you been? Those 6 a.m. streams don't work for us Aussies. I know. I'm so sorry, Declared, man.
I hear you.
What can I do, man? Honestly, I've noticed that most of my YouTube subscribers are generally on during that time, so I had to sort of rejig a little bit. But I know it hurts the Aussie sort of fan base. But look, down the track, if once the subscribers keeps increasing, maybe I might start doing another stream during Australian time. I've been talking to RJ about it as well, so where we're going to bring a lot of Australian guests. So look out for that, Declared. Maybe some shows might start during Australian times as well.
You got an international fan base, Miz. You almost need to do one per continent, I think.
There's not enough of me, bro.
We'll actually be your Australian correspondent.
No, that'd be good.
Harry's saying what time in Sydney? It's 11:44 p.m. So it's not bad. It's actually decent. You know, it's late-ish. By the time we finish all of this, the watch along, the review, it's gonna be quite late at night. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's a football
That's
thing,
what we
as we like to say.
Yeah, look, massive respect to anyone that isn't on UK time, that has to get up at stupid hours and commit their time. Because I mean, I'm annoyed when I go to bed at like 11:30 after our 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock games review. I'm like, oh man, it's so late. I've got nothing else to do for the night. So respect to everyone around the world that watches it and gets up, because it's not easy.
Some games are at 4:30 a.m., aren't they?
Yeah,
1 a.m., 3 a.m. I told you the worst part is not the getting up at the 1 or the 3 o'clock. For us sort of hardcore fans, it's the adrenaline rush for the hours afterwards, and you can't go back to sleep.
Can't go back to
sleep.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like both RJ and I will feel it straight after the watch along, and then I'll do the review with you guys. I'm telling you, I will not find it easy to sleep. But luckily, it's Sunday tomorrow, so
yeah,
that's true.
If you have work the next day as well, it must be so difficult.
God. Get in there, mate.
Oh man,
That's why we need another player in there closer, because Havertz is the one that's making that run across the back post or the front post. We need someone else to be on the opposite post.
Yeah, I don't want to be critical of Mount here, but I thought if he just convicted a bit more, but he probably wasn't aware
100%.
of that carry. He wasn't.
He's thinking maybe the ball's going to come out, but he wants to put that ball across the box, Pulisic. Yeah.
If that's Giroud, that's probably a goal in my opinion. That's just what I think.
Because he just knows where to be, Giroud.
Yeah.
But see, Tuchel as well, he was like, come on, get in there. Because Pulisic has done well to put in that cross.
He's been good. He's been good.
He's been fantastic.
Good balls.
Pulisic has been very good. Kai Havertz has been very lively as well up front.
What was that rubbish?
But, come on, Christensen. You can't just be giving away the ball like that, man. Come on. All that praise.
Oh, my God.
Did they score?
Oh, what a save. He must have saved that.
It was crazy. This is too open.
Way too open. And Christensen, you can't be so casual like that. Mendy must have saved that.
He did I think. But he almost knocked it in by accident, like on a rebound.
Yeah.
What is going on? This is
could have gone anywhere.
This is like the Lampard days, man. This is too open.
Taron, I was just about to say, we had months and months of this football. Now we're worried about one game.
Yeah.
No offense to previous times, but this is
that's what I mean.
Because we've been so used to recently being in control, being calm, confident on the ball. The intensity from the other teams is not quite there. But look, we know what Leeds are. We know they're going to bring intensity. They're going to bring a high press. This game was always going to be end to end. And Tuchel's he's almost gone, let's embrace it. Let's go toe to toe with them, because we're better than them. So
do you reckon we're them again? I don't think we are. Do you think like what we did with Lampard was like 15 kilometers?
They just showed the replay. He got fingertips to it. Like the most important touch. Definite save.
Yeah, he definitely got fingertips. But you know what, guys? Leeds are making us play like this as well. They're making us sort of make it open.
They're making
game.
us rush.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's on the saves of the season. Jeez.
Well,
actually, off his line.
And you know what? For all the haters out there to say, "Oh, Mendy hasn't done anything," just look at that. That.
You need to stay concentrated. When you're not doing anything, for when a chance does come.
Showing the replay again. Oh man, brilliant fingertips. Honestly, if he doesn't get that, that's a goal.
It's 100%.
Tyler Robertson looked decent so far. Surprised.
Oh, big save, man. Big save. Wow.
That could have gone off his stomach or his back and easily gone in.
Yeah. He moved out of the way just in time.
We did just hit the bar from a defender, so I think we're owed that piece of luck.
It's only 16 minutes in and we're having all these chances. It's actually mad.
Honestly, I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to lie. I know we're so used to being a lot calmer, but it's nice to see a different side of Chelsea. Let's see how we react in this game, because we haven't been tested like this. So
well, Liverpool's probably a similar team that sort of plays that high aggressive sort of chase. But exactly, I like to
Liverpool
use
are not organised.
Leeds. Yeah, Leeds to me remind me of like the Apron, where they're very, they're good up front, but they're very open at the back, sort of thing. And that's sort of what we're seeing here. So we're just up to us to take advantage of that. That's all.
I feel like Pulisic needs to get in a position, and someone needs to be like cutting like Mount did against Sheffield. Where he stayed a bit back, and then we're going to probably score from one of them chances. Too far in the box on them.
I want us to be a little bit more structured. I feel like
compact,
we're not compact because we can't pick out Leeds' movement. Leeds' players are just moving everywhere. And then in transition, they just burst into pace. Look at their pressing, man. It's unbelievable.
It just shows you.
Go on.
I was going to say, it just shows you the value of movement. All the Leeds players are constantly moving. You can't, predict where they're going to be. And it just shows how hard it is to defend against and why, teams that do have that movement are going to be having success.
Yeah. And here they are again for another attack.
Yeah, good cleanup.
Oh, Ziyech, man.
Woo. Yeah, so that's the risk with sort of Jorginho there too. I'm a fan of his, obviously, but he gets bypassed a lot too easily sometimes, and just a bit of a weakness.
Dangerous.
RJ, you're so spot on. These are the games where it's too much for Jorginho because he there's no control in this game. And Jorginho likes to control the tempo. There's no structure, and he doesn't have that pace to keep up. We'll see how the game goes on, but
especially during transition, that's the problem.
I thought he was good against Liverpool though. Like even though they weren't that organised, but still he controlled the game well. That's why I put him in my lineup for this game, my preview. I don't know if I think Kovacic would have been better in this game. Now I think of it.
I understand why Kovacic isn't playing because obviously Jorginho is suspended for the Atletico Madrid game, so it was always a no-brainer that he was going to play this. But
another reason why I think Mount and Kante not playing the last game, they are going to be. I think RJ said it earlier about how important their energy is. These two and their Duracell batteries are going to be really important today because by 60, 70 minutes, there's going to be space because both teams are going to be tired. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what happens.
Good header.
100% right.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
We've got Tuchel's probably thinking 2-3 games at a time, and he's conscious of the yellow cards, and he knows he's got to maximise the players that are available for this game. Like you've got to extract as much as you can from Mount and Jorginho. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
But there's a trade-off there. We can't afford to lose points just to be safe. So I don't know. It's a hard one.
It's interesting because the last manager that I know kind of thought about his lineup 4 or 5 games in advance, and he would say it as well. Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm not saying he's on his level because Fergie is another breed of manager, but he's that manager that thought ahead so far. And Tuchel just looks like he knows what his lineup's going to be. And he so far he's done it perfectly. So I still trust in him today. We've still got more than enough on the pitch. We are a fitter team, in my opinion. We outlasted them in the home game, and I think we'll outlast them in this game. As long as we don't let a silly goal in. I still think we're okay.
Good defending.
I thought you conceded there after you said that.
Just good defending.
That was a good.
He is like. The problem is he's not tight enough there. I know he's goal side there, Rudiger, but it's a last-ditch header.
Yes, get there, son. Come on.
Here we go. Counter starting from Ziyech. Ziyech puts the ball through for Kai Havertz. Come on, Kai Havertz. There's just too many Leeds players.
The problem is it's too wide, and they've caught up with him too quickly.
Yeah.
Again, we've not got someone in the box. That's my issue.
Yeah, Pulisic was, I think, offside.
Oh, he needs to hold it up a little bit better there.
There was no one there. He wasn't
wait for the runs, man. You have the strength. We've seen it. Just hold it up.
Here's a little comment for you, Taron, from Zebe Salefa. The spaces in this game would be perfect for Werner, but too bad his trampoline touch would get his eaten up alive by this mad Leeds press. Thank you. Taron appreciates that comment a lot.
Thank you. That's made my day. Thank you very much.
By the way, boys, thoughts on the pitch? I mean,
it's okay.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
I think the ball up a little bit when he passed.
Is it a pitch or is it a beach? I think it's more of a beach, isn't it?
Well, Chelsea's a bit like quicksand at the moment. Hopefully we don't sink. So.
The thing is, I mean, the Premier League, every pitch pretty much is on point and perfect to play on. We see a little bit of sand
dirty,
or mud
man.
on a
Did you
pitch
guys
and
notice
we
that?
complain.
That's
Yeah,
a bit
that was a
dirty.
bit
so
dirty,
much.
yeah.
There's been so much bad criticism on this pitch, more than I've seen in ages. So I don't even know.
I've been at Chelsea when the whole pitch has been literally mud. You know, back in the 2000s when Abramovich was just taking over, literally mud. There was a game against Charlton. I went live, and it was literally the whole pitch. We hadn't relayed it for so long. I think this was 2003, 4. It was around Abramovich Bates time when he was taking over. It was the early 2000s. And I went with my dad, and I just said, Dad, the pitch is mud. I was obviously really young. I was like, Dad, I thought we were playing on grass. The pitch is mud. And he was like, yeah, we haven't relayed the pitch in so long.
Wow.
Different days under Abramovich, obviously.
I tell you, what was it? What was it that year? I think it was in the early Abramovich years, and Barcelona. I remember had a cry about how the bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was early days. It might have been the 2001 game we played in, or 2003, where
it was so good. Yeah,
Kante's doing all right in midfield.
I don't like we're playing out from the back. I don't like it.
That was a good transition. Good play.
Trying to give instructions from the back.
You know, I mentioned that Chelsea Charlton game. Look at my memory on point. Look at the pitch back in the Chelsea Charlton game.
Oh, there you go.
I was at that game. Desai, you can see him there, the number 5.
Marcel Desai.
There's literally no grass at all.
And you can see Frank Lampard there, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Oh,
wow.
Dean, I think it's Dean Kiley in defence for there. Yeah, that is.
I thought that came up on your Instagram feed just as you were saying it. That would have been pretty creepy.
No, it was because I was at that game and I remember how bad it was. So nothing compared to that. I mean, this is another picture of how the pitch was as well. Unbelievable.
Wow.
This is from Google.
This
is honestly our pitch.
Looks like Stamford Bridge. That looks like crazy.
So that's why.
Roman Abramovich. Thank you.
This is why I don't.
Yeah, that's a perfect pitch.
That's Sunday League pitch, that is. I love to play on that. Slide tackles.
James.
Oh, no, I would take that off after the rest of it. Read the rest of it.
Hi, pal. Love your streams. I'm doing a survey of university. I need people's opinions on whether or not they think Fake Taxi should do a live stream on. What?
Yeah.
I read that. I read the last bit before. Oh, that was it. Very interesting.
Why does that word attract Jonathan's eyes? That word, first of all.
Because as soon as someone puts stars, it's because if you put certain words, it gets taken off by YouTube. So as soon as there's stars.
Hey, that was a better save than Mendy's. Well done, Jonathan. Good save.
Yeah.
I know YouTube too easy, but no.
Left side looks weak. Odoi and Alonso at left versus Everton threatening in the attack to Mount and Chilwell today. Yeah, look. I mean, it's 25 minutes in. Most of our attacks have been on the right side, but then again, it's because Pulisic is playing as a right wing back. We've seen when Callum Odoi plays as a right wing back, there's a lot more outlet from the right side because it's a lopsided attack. But I hear what you're saying, Nick. It is a bit. There's not enough from the left side, but let's see how that turns out.
I think
live chat. Yeah. Live chat. Let us know if you want to join. Do check out the description. There will be a link if you want to join the panel and provide your thoughts live for about 4 or 5 minutes. Totally up to you if you want to join us. So link is in the description and you can sort of join us in the panel. Jorginho to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta is pushing up real high, man, which is fair enough, I suppose.
It's back when it was under the Conte days when he was right centre back and he used to get up to the attacks quite often and put those balls in from Morata. He's sort of taken up positions like that today. But Pulisic is so far forward. I feel like Chilwell's been told to be a little bit more defensive because we can't have both sides bombing forward. So I feel like the reason we're a bit more limp on the left is purely from Tuchel saying, look, you've got to be a little bit more aware today, Chilwell, because Pulisic is just going to bomb up and down because he is an attacking player. Because almost sometimes Azpilicueta shifts to a right back and Pulisic is almost a right winger. So that's why I think it's definitely conscious for Chilwell to be a bit more defensively minded today. But it's
This is why I think even though it's 3 at the back, but it quickly sort of shifts to a 2 and then Chilwell's more like a deep left back and Aspi becomes a right back and then pushes Pulisic to be the right wing, as you said, Jonathan. It does change on the ball.
It's a really interesting sort of how the game is having these peaks and troughs now where you've got some real periods of high intensity then it's a holding pattern. High intensity, holding pattern. Now you got Kante's got the ball. This is interesting. Kante in a forward position. But just to see how both teams tactically, the battle going on, how they're sort of holding back at certain times and trying to wait to get pressed and then switch it over. So it's actually very interesting seeing this sort of up and down. Very interesting.
This is the thing about Kante. He takes up really good positions, as you guys can see here. If he just has a shot in him, man, honestly, he'll become an unbelievable.
That's all he needs. That's all he needs to be, best midfielder.
To be universe class rather than world class. That's right.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, at the end of the day, he got a corner out of it. So, I mean,
it's good.
Where's Zuma?
Yeah. That's the thing. First corner today. It's interesting how we approach it. You'll probably just seen it, but I'm literally now as they take it.
Yeah, rubbish corner, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm literally just about to take it now. Let's see what's going to happen.
Not a bad floater from Ziyech. I like the idea, albeit it's overcooked a little bit to Pulisic, but.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this game in terms of whether or not we'd see Zuma start, because I thought he didn't play too bad against Everton. I thought because of the aerial, and he did score in the reverse leg as well. Important goal. That second goal was very important, obviously, but he obviously didn't pick him, so it is what it is.
28 minutes gone. I just didn't think it'll be still 0-0. I'm very surprised it's 0-0 still.
I think it's going to.
Was it for Mendy? Would have been 1-0.
True. Boys, thoughts on some of the players so far? Ziyech, Johnathan, what do you think?
He's taken up some nice positions, hasn't got on the ball enough, to be fair. And every time he has, someone's closed him down. So he hasn't got the ability to just look up and look for that ball over the top. But again, second half, I do feel like they are going to drop off in terms of intensity. And he won't be pressed as much, so he'll get a lot more space. I mean, impressed with Havertz's movement, hasn't always got the ball where he wants it. But Pulisic has been the free man today. He's been the guy that's been able to take up the attacking spaces, and I think he's had the most joy. So yeah, I hope he can, build on this performance and try and get a goal or an assist, because he certainly needs it for his confidence and to try and get a run in the team.
Yeah. Now, well said about Ziyech. Pulisic there 1v1.
Yeah, he's stopped the ball. That's the problem. With this game, as soon as you let them settle, they're going to get back into their positions. You need to almost just keep moving the ball quickly.
Yeah,
just play around them. 1-2s, quick 1-2s. Get in.
Looks like Bamford's down, guys.
Yeah,
be very interesting.
We had the ball in a good spot as well.
Rodrigo. Scared of Rodrigo. I went to that game, Chelsea-Valencia. Very bad game.
Oh, man, that brings me nightmares, man, that game. RJ, thoughts on Mason Mount?
Yeah, no, I'm really liking it. I was actually thinking, if you're going to ask me about a specific player, I'm hoping it was him, because he's looking the most likely to make something happen and really bring Havertz into the game. I think Johnathan, extending on your point, mate, I agree with Ziyech. He looks like he's getting in those spots, but they're sort of marking him out of the game. But that could be a bit of a ploy too, in the sense that if he's attracting them, he's giving somebody else space. So I don't think
which then allows Pulisic, yeah, definitely.
Exactly, and we're seeing a lot of Pulisic on the ball, and it's not quite happening for him in the last 5-10 minutes, but he's going okay. I'd like to see a little bit more weight on the left-hand side and contribute a bit more. But Mason Mount I think he's looking pretty good, and I think he's probably the one that's going to help connect that attack for us. So,
I hope he does. In the last few minutes, I did see him touch the ball a lot more, get involved a lot more. I needed to do that a lot throughout this game. Really bolster that midfield. Yeah, because we're attacking on the right side, really need him to then sort of balance out the midfield and try and win that sort of midfield battle against Leeds and get some sort of control back. He also looks very worried, the fact that Bamford's probably doesn't look right.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Rudiger on the ball, but I think I'd like to see a little bit more Christensen try to progress the ball forward too. And Jorginho, we're not seeing that enough, and they're probably worried about the counter, but I'd like to see a bit more there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about Leeds is, if they lose a player like Bamford, Kai Havertz released by Kante. Kai Havertz hits the byline, cuts it back in. Oh,
Come on. Send it in.
Kovacic. Kante is in such advanced position. That's the crazy part. But so far, he's actually
Kante's playing like Ramirez so far. I like it.
Not bad.
and so far he's actually had a very good game. I'm liking. Oh, Chilwell, nice punch, Chilwell. That was a good shot.
Good effort.
Insane thoughts. Leeds giving us neck-to-neck challenge. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Definitely giving us a neck-to-neck challenge.
Oh, it was a corner.
Oh, did the defender touch it? Huh?
Yeah, it took a deflection. But I like that. I like how Chilwell sort of came into more of a central spot because everybody criticizes him of not doing that, only Alonso. But so it's good. It's important. Needs to get more attacking numbers up.
Oh. Man, what's happened to our corner plays, man? We used to score so many before with Zuma. I know Zuma's not there anymore, but Rudiger's capable of hitting the corners.
The ball's not been very good today. Both balls have been over here, haven't they? They've not been in the right areas.
I haven't seen one good corner under Tuchel so far, I don't think.
And boys, do you remember when before Zuma and Thiago Silva, when they were putting in all of those corners, they used to sort of shield the ball for each other, like they used to manipulate the opposition defenders and create space.
Yeah.
But I don't see enough of that happening lately.
Yeah, you take
do the shadow run behind the man and then kind of do the late run, like Zuma did.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are two best headers of the ball, and if you take them out, it's always going to make a difference. But interesting ball from Chilwell, but
Bamford looks gone.
Yeah,
you'll see what I mean. He's looking a bit. How's it going?
Yeah, he's definitely off. Yeah, he's coming off 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just don't like Rodrigo at all. I don't like the guy.
What do you
He
think?
doesn't get involved in the play. I'll be honest with you, Rodrigo. He's the same in this league. He's a guy that wants to get in the box and just put the ball in the back of the net. He's not an all-round forward, in my opinion.
I just feel like he's going to get in behind this defence. Like we've seen it so far. That's what I'm worried about, his pace.
What do you think about Rafinha in terms of his long-term future? Do you think a few clubs are sort of taking notice now and sort of penciled him down as a potential acquisition? What do you think?
I think he's a quality player. I think he's definitely a quality player. He's had a very good season with Leeds. Obviously, he's got all the tricks, the ball control and technicality. All of that is there. I do want to see him another season at Leeds, and then maybe after that, perhaps if he does well, maybe other Premier League teams could get in on the act.
Yeah.
But we've seen many sort of players that have had really good first season, and then really dropped off. So, but he's a quality player. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt that he's a.
Rafinha, I feel like, I know people say this a lot. I feel like because he's Brazilian, that he gets a lot more hype. I know it's not a great thing to say, but Dwight McNeil, I feel like is a better player than Rafinha overall, because he's English. He doesn't get hyped up enough.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, McNeil is a fantastic player. But I think the thing is, if there's one player you take from Leeds, I think it would probably be him, because he has been one of their standouts. But like you say, be interesting to see what he does second season, because I think he suits this Leeds team because it is so all at them, kind of all out. Nice, interesting ball over.
They're on the front foot. They're a team on the plays on the front foot.
I don't think it depends what sort of team would obviously sign him, but in the role he plays here, he's got the freedom to kind of attack at will.
Get up.
The spacing behind now with Ayling going forward, we need to exploit that, and I think second half we will.
Yeah, sometimes they're a little bit slow. That was a good ball.
Nice ball, Mount. Brilliant ball from Mount. Come on, Ziyech, get in on it. Got a corner out of that.
But that's what we need more of. That quick switch.
But Ziyech is the one that got the pace. Unfortunately, he's the one guy who's not going to take it in his stride and run at them.
Yeah, but see, that's
I want Hudson-Odoi in that situation, man.
I want a little bit more from Ziyech, where he can just beat the player and then cut in with his left and hit it.
We've seen it before, haven't we? He has done it before.
Yeah, we've 100% seen it before, man. For Ajax, he used to do that for fun.
To be honest, it was a good tackle from Phillips.
Unlucky. Just sort of
getting
bouncing. Yeah, we're getting closer.
That was a better ball in the box though, because it was at a good height to attack. So let's hope that kind of continues.
Just got to
But
get
it just
sharper
shows,
for that
it just
second
shows-
ball.
Yeah, I agree. For the first run on we have on them, there's always a free man, and then if you can get a guy free for the second ball, like you said, RJ, there's
You're just
there's
not
definitely-
attacking. Attack. They're showing the replay again. It's just too slow to react to those half opportunities.
Yeah,
Oh,
look how free he is. It's unbelievable. They do this all the time, Leeds. I'm surprised they don't concede a goal a game from a corner.
Rudiger was so open, but he just didn't expect the ball to fall for him. I mean,
He's thinking.
Oh,
Yeah, Taron's just in the replay.
how?
we're in a
Man?
promising position.
If you notice, though,
Stole
we're
them.
getting a lot more of the ball now, and we are controlling it a lot
Yeah.
more.
Nice hit. Oh,
Yeah,
They
not
look like
bad.
they're tiring out a little
Not
bit.
bad. I don't mind that, Miz. What do you think? I don't mind that idea from Mount. We
I
need more
don't
of that.
mind that at all. I would love to see Mason do that more often, in fact, because that's that element of surprise. And only Mason in our team has that ability to go for the long ranges. I mean, Ziyech too. But for some
He
reason,
tries,
Ziyech, he's not been able to do that.
Do you want to know the only drawback
Oh.
about not having a proper number 9 on the pitch?
Yeah.
Situations like that where Mount's shot, no one's running in.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
going to say that, man. He needs to follow that in.
Yeah, no
The
one's
natural,
following in.
yeah.
He hasn't got the
that
instinct.
It's like that Van Nistelrooy sort of predatorial instinct.
You need to
Just
always
yeah.
expect it, man. You need to expect it.
You know, Giroud, he would have been so close to that. Like as soon as
Yeah.
that sort of
This
deflection.
game, you could put Giroud on, Werner on. Both of them have got different qualities that could affect this game. So we've got so many options off the bench. Look, we could bring on Werner, Hudson-Odoi, Giroud. It's
Nice
just
from Christensen.
the endless possibilities from the bench.
Is Reece James on the bench? I didn't see.
He is
Was
on
he
the
on
bench,
there? Well, he's another crossing outlet if you bring on a Giroud. So that's
Hmm.
also a possibility.
Kepa, James, Zuma, Emerson, Alonso, Kovacic, Hudson-Odoi, Werner, Giroud. So yeah, James is there.
Yeah.
It's on the bench.
Dark horse Alonso to come on and play left forward and to get
You
a goal.
never know. You never know. You just never know. Live chat. Do let us know what your thoughts are about the match so far. Comment and let us know. Get in on the act. As I said, if you're keen to join as well, the link is in the description. You can join the panel for a few minutes and let us know your thoughts. Just be part of the show if you want to be. We've got 5 more minutes and then added time until halftime. I'm very surprised that it's 0-0. I'm very surprised that both teams haven't scored.
Been really impressed with Kante's sort of defensive contribution. Not that it's a surprise, but he's really getting stuck into these challenges. I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's taken some really good positions up front as well. So he's been very lively. I can't deny it. He's had a very good game.
That was a good tackle.
It was actually quite interesting seeing Jorginho before when he was in and around the 18-yard box. I'm like, hang on, buddy. What are you doing around there? What do you know about that part of the pitch? Okay, we've got a free kick. Yes, you'll see.
Yeah.
Good position.
Ziyech.
Okay, I'll see.
Ziyech.
You'll see. Yeah.
Fairly good position for Ziyech to whip
I
it
think
in.
so. Yeah, it's a good spot.
Being
It's not-
Natalie, I love the comments. I'm absolutely crapping my pants. I wouldn't have started Ziyech and Pulisic. Would like to see Werner and Cho on. Look, it's very easy, I suppose. Hindsight, who we start and one not. At this point, I would never ever want to question Tuchel because he's been getting a lot of things right. But I do understand what you're saying. But had we been 1-0 up, I guess it would have been difficult to say.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see what Mace can do with this particular free kick. 1-0 at halftime for us would be so good. Come on, Mace. Oh,
Come on, Benny.
Again, good area though.
very
Oh,
good area. Come on, Ben. Come on. Quality cross right now. Nah, too close to the keeper, man. There you
Why
go.
isn't Ziyech on that free kick? So annoying.
yeah. Not a bad.
Joe's
ball
crossing
from
needs to
Alonso.
improve. It needs to
Yeah.
improve. Alonso's
That's too
crossing
close.
is bad, in my opinion.
Have you noticed like Liverpool's Robertson and his deliveries? They're
Yeah.
always on point, man. Like, most times they're on point. Whereas for us, when we play with our wing backs, it's just not.
I actually feel like Hudson-Odoi has really good crossing, like underrated. compared to
Now
the
Hudson-Odoi
fullbacks.
does have good crossing.
Well, what about the other day? That clipped through ball and Kai Havertz with the hand ball or whatever it was.
Yeah. It wasn't even a handball, by the way, but
Yet Werner's offside because his arm's offside. Go figure. Oh, boy. It's a really interesting game, though. Definitely not boring.
yeah.
No, definitely not boring.
Just talking on that point, I think they need to just say if it hits any part of your arm, it's handball now, and just make it clearer because it's so confusing now where exactly it hits you on your arm. You know, if you have it up here, you have it down. Just say if it hits any part of your arm, this arm here is handball because it would just clear up so many things. Because right now, no one knows whether it should be a goal, it shouldn't be. Just make it so simple. Why make life so difficult? I don't understand. Just clear everything up, make it easier. You know, there's already enough riding on games.
Too many great spots. Too many great spots, man. And you're right, Jonathan. Like, if hitting here is handball, then just say it. Like, because many
I'd
think
rather just have a blanket. Yeah.
many think it's up to there that it's handball. That like anywhere here is not really like that's closer to your arm, right? Like, that's not really.
Yeah. There's been some clangers recently, but the one for me is the Arsenal-Burnley game. That guy, that was terrible. I could not believe that. My poor Arsenal, mate. I have no love for the Gunners, but when I was watching, I'm like, wow, how is that not a penalty?
Talking about unnatural positions, that position was just too unnatural.
Yeah, that was.
Like your hand is. Why are you defending like that, bro? Like, why are you trying to spud the attacker? I just don't understand.
I thought it was the goalkeeper. I didn't know how bad it was.
RHH, man, thanks for joining. Sometimes I feel like you're trolling RHH. Honestly, some of your comments, I don't know if you're being serious or if you're being genuine about it. Kai is slow. Really? Well, what do you guys think? I don't think he's slow at all.
No.
Maybe his body language kind of makes it look like, but he's
It's
actually
casual. It's the casualness. I think that misleads people. But when you see him, when he thinks he's on for a ball, well, look at the Everton game when he won that penalty. That's because of his pace.
Godfrey is rapid. Godfrey is a rapid defender. Like, burned him for pace.
He's not slow. There is no way he's slow. Have a look at many of his clips. He's not slow just because maybe
good ball. Oh.
Yeah, just to touch on that Havertz point, Miz was on a really good video with Rabona TV yesterday, and he actually repeated something that I said about a year ago. He clocked the quickest speed in the Bundesliga, Havertz, 2018-19 season, 35 odd kilometers. Yeah, so you don't do that if you're slow. I mean, again, I think it's his demeanor, and sometimes, you know, you can't sprint for every single little ball. So I don't know what they expect for these. It's not FIFA. You can't just press R2 and expect players to run quicker. So yeah, but no, I think it's a good half. We can certainly build on it, and we can certainly. Well, we need to take our chances.
For you guys.
We can. It's
It's
pretty much virtually.
Yeah, it's coming.
Mine's on 50, 45, 50.
My one has now.
All right.
That was a nice idea. Ziyech nearly through in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty to work with, I think.
We'll do the halftime analysis very, very soon. Boys, if you want to get some water or anything like that, go and do that. Meanwhile, I'm just going to throw in the link.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Jonathan, RJ, let's talk a little bit about that half and to the live chat as well. As I said, if you want to join and you want to give your thoughts on the halftime, please do so. You know, and I'm more than willing to have you guys on in the stream. Jonathan, your thoughts so far of the first half?
It's been a good half, I'd say, in the sense that we haven't conceded despite, you know, them testing us, them pressing very high on. I do feel like they have tired out a little bit though. You know, we've got sort of 15-20 minutes of really high pressing from Leeds where we were struggling a little bit. but we rode through that. I think it was a test that we've passed. We have had plenty of chances, you know, on the right-hand side, first 20, 25 minutes, Pulisic putting some really nice balls, a few chances over the top where Havertz has nearly got in, Ziyech nearly got in. So there's certainly a blueprint of how we can attack them. We just need to get the ball just a little bit more spot on. And second half, I feel like there's goals in this game. I said 4-1. You never know. It still could be, to be fair, because of the way this game's going. So we've got the subs to bring on that can change the game. There's a lot of reasons why I'm still very confident that this game is still one we can get 3 points from.
No, for sure. I'm going to bring in our first live guest, A9. I believe that's your name. How do you feel about the game so far?
I feel like Ziyech is just trying passes too much, and I think he needs to calm down in possession, and we need to pass it like more, keep the ball retention good, because we keep losing the ball. Every single time we pass it around, we just keep losing the ball. And like, look at Jorginho, he has massive space in the middle, and then he just loses it for no reason. So if I was him, I'll probably bring Werner in, because there's so much space in behind to exploit. We need to bring Werner on. I'll probably put Callum Hudson-Odoi on for Pulisic. I mean, Pulisic's been good, but I feel like Callum Hudson-Odoi suits he can put the wing back, play 3 at the back, because we're playing 4 at the back right now, and we're just getting exploited so much.
Yeah, it's a bit too open. I do agree with you, and you're right about Ziyech just staying a little bit more calmer on the ball and finding those passes. I feel like he is getting hurried upon by
we need to rush him.
But yeah, I do understand your point, A9. So what are some of the changes that you'd make at halftime, A9?
I'll put Werner on, because there's so much space in behind he can exploit. And I hope to Callum Hudson-Odoi on and then play 3 at the back, because I feel like we have more stability at the back, not exploited when we get countered. So
you take off Pulisic for Callum Hudson-Odoi, and perhaps you take off just one of either Mount or Ziyech, probably Ziyech for Timo Werner.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Fair
point. Anon, thanks for joining, my man. Thanks for joining, my man. And yeah, if you do want to come back again into the stream, we'll get you back in. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, mate. Bye.
Thank you.
What's your thoughts on bringing just? I'm going to quickly go and get a drink. But before that, what's your thoughts on bringing Giroud on? Because I know people say it's a high intensity game. We need movement in behind. There's going to be space in behind. But we've had 4 or 5 times where the ball's been a perfect position where Giroud could occupy. So is that maybe something we could do? Maybe have Havertz, Werner off of Giroud?
I think we could, Jonathan. That's a fair shout. Like, with the crosses that are coming in from the both sides as well, you know, his height comes into play. His hold-up will come into play. Not to say that Kai is not doing that, but this game's just so frantic at the moment. That's the other thing. Can Giroud live up to that particular pace? I think I really liked what A9 had to say about perhaps Timo Werner. Maybe his pace could give us a bit more sort of threat and directness up front. Pulisic, I think, is pretty good, but in order to bring in Callum Hudson-Odoi, I don't know. RJ, you were going to say something.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about that point about for me, I'm just thinking, how do we get Hudson-Odoi on? Because I think he's someone that can be quite an X factor for us, and I sort of agree on the Giroud point. I'll get to that in a minute, but I think if we sort of maintain the structure, I'm thinking someone like Ziyech, I think he's had a not bad contribution. I think Leeds have done a pretty good job in trying to sort of shut him out, but that's not a fault of his. I think he's attracted attention, but I think maybe if he stays on maybe another 5-10 minutes, it's more minutes in the tank for him. It's possible that Hudson-Odoi moves into that right wing back spot and Pulisic occupies that central area, because he's someone that's not foreign to playing in that central area, but he's someone that's more direct as well and will have some shots and dribbles. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that he might tinker with, but if that doesn't then work, then look to maybe take him off altogether and then putting Werner on, and maybe then resorting and bringing in Giroud up top and just try to have both Mount and Kai dropping in behind them. So there's the good thing about it, guys, is that we have options, and not just options in terms of straight swaps. We have tactical swaps as well. So quite intrigued to see the next 10-15 minutes post half time.
It's interesting, because sorry.
What do you think about this, bro?
about this comment. Do you feel like they're targeting Jorginho so we can use him as a pass outlet? It feels like they're leaving Kante more open than Georgie. Yeah, because sometimes Georgie's a little bit slow in moving the ball at times. So maybe they're looking to kind of press him so quickly. Maybe the faster players are pressing him to try and win the ball back. When you have Kante, he's a little bit quicker off the mark. So maybe they're not pressing him. But yeah, Miz, it's interesting because we were in the preview, we were talking about who's going to start, Pulisic or Werner. And some people were saying both, weren't they? But yeah, I feel like Werner and Pulisic both can come on. I'm surprised by Ziyech. Hopefully Werner comes on for Ziyech and can do it because you need that pacing behind them. It's so important.
No, 100% declared. Thank you, my man, my Aussie man. How you doing? What's your thoughts of this first half?
Good morning, fellas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
How's it doing? Oh, my thoughts on the first half. I think tactically we actually been, it's working well. We haven't been that playing. We haven't played well. Tactically, we've been doing well. The people at the front have been keeping everyone pinned back. Leeds a very play a high line, and they haven't been able to do so.
Yeah, I mean, tactically, I think we have been sound, but I feel like Leeds are also forcing us to play that quick and that rush sort of football. As you can see, I can see the highlight of that opportunity that they had where Mendy had to make an unbelievable sort of fingertip save. Obviously, they had that offside opportunity. We had some chances up front. I just feel like sometimes because how we attack and then how they counter-attack us, it really opens up our midfield. And that's probably been where I haven't seen us so open under Thomas Tuchel. This is the first time I've seen us so open. And this is kudos to Leeds and the way they sort of play with that high tempo style. Would you make any changes declared at halftime or any sort of tactical changes to sort of try and get that win? Because at the end of the day, we need that win.
Not really, not yet, because I think Thomas Tuchel is just going to tactically get people tweak it, because I think that the idea is right, just it's not being executed well. Because you're always going to have open game with Leeds. You don't want to be, especially the way we've been playing. We don't want a pragmatic approach. That's how Leeds have enjoyed most of their games, and they'll take it to you. And what we're doing now, it's a bit more end to end. But if we get the goal, then that's going to determine the changes. And if we don't, then we need different type of changes.
Yeah.
No, fair point. Declare, thank you so much for your time, my man. If you do want to join
Thanks,
again,
man. I'm a big fan.
No problems, man. Take care. See ya.
Yeah.
See,
Andrew, my man, how you doing? Your thoughts on the half? Andrew, you there? Mute. Are you on mute by any chance? Andrew, get that sort of sorted out. We can't hear you. Taddy, how you doing, my man? What's your thoughts of the first half?
Yeah, man, I feel like we've seen it today. Havertz and Mount cannot play together. Mount is not as effective as he would be. And Havertz and Pulisic only look like they're doing something.
Yeah. Havertz and Pulisic are doing something for sure. Havertz, I think he was very, very lively in that first half. One or two sort of chances where he was just there and thereabouts. Pulisic has been playing good. Do you feel second half we got a victory here? Would you change anything?
I feel like if this quicker we get Ziyech off the pitch and put Cho on, the better chance we have of winning.
Get Ziyech off the pitch and get Cho on. Look, there is the Atletico Madrid game just around the corner, so maybe that's probably a reasoning where Thomas Tuchel's probably just holding Callum back. But do hear, Taddy, thank you so much for your time. Thank you heaps.
Yeah,
guys, should we try and make the timings?
Yeah, I said that in the thingy, in our private chat. Yeah,
we will do that. Let's just quickly take Andrew. Can we finally hear you? Let's see if we can hear you.
I was just working, guys.
Perfect, Andrew. What's your thoughts on the first half?
I feel like we're just struggling to play out the back because we're so used to that 3-2, like the three centre backs. And then now with like the two centre backs, the two sixes, we're just lacking that one player to just play out. And the wing backs aren't really coming in to try and help play out, so we're having to go long over the top, and that's probably where we're just losing the ball.
Yeah, the build-up hasn't been as crisp as all the other times under Thomas Tuchel. I do have to agree, but once again, I'm going to have to say that I feel like Leeds, the way they've been pressing and been hurrying us into making decisions, probably causing that as well. That's why I feel like someone like Kovacic maybe might have been a bit interesting in this particular game. But then again, that game against Atletico Madrid. Andrew, do you feel that we're going to win though?
I like to trust Tuchel. I mean, ever since he's come in, I've always trusted the manager. So let's see what changes he makes. He likes to make a halftime change, so let's see what happens. And he's got 3 subs to try and make it happen. So hopefully the pitch doesn't let us down too much.
No, absolutely. So far, the pitch actually looks fine. I can't see too much wrong with it. But Andrew, thank you, my man. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Loving the content. See you soon.
Brilliant, brilliant. We'll take one more before we start organizing a few of our, media stuff. Saeed Belkacem. Saeed, you've always been here in our show all the time, supporting. Now we've got you here. My man, what's your thoughts?
Wow. I'm surprised you realized that. Thank you. I'm really much appreciated.
Of course I realize. I see you in the live chat and you're always commenting some good stuff. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and I enjoy the game. I hope you're doing fine too. And I enjoy, and you make smart comments, Guy. That's why I visit you and on a regular basis.
Thank you.
Nice. Said, where are you from, by the way? Which part of the world are you from?
Oh, different part. No, I'm from Switzerland, Zurich.
Nice.
But now I'm living in eastern Ukraine. I'm living right now, doing here my business. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant. What'd you think about
I'm an old-time Chelsea fan. I think longer than you are on earth.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, sir. It's really, really nice talking to you. What do you think about that first half?
Look, I'm happy with it because I always focus on the open. Look, Leeds is playing very, very focused, and I'm always on the safe part. Don't risk too much against this Leeds. They play very good tonight, and I just don't want to lose the game. That's always just don't lose it. And because you guys, you're focused on, we should Kovacic, and we make more pressing, but this can go quickly on the wrong side against you, and I don't know how you see it.
But say this is you would say we have to get the 3 points here. I mean, we're not in the top 4 as yet because West Ham has that game in hand.
And we have. Why? Wait. Why do we have to win this game? I don't get it really.
We've got how many games do we have, boys?
Because of the top 4. Because of the
top four. Yeah.
I have a different opinion. Like it's very important for me. Chelsea is now building a lot of confidence. Game over game, they play. And I have no doubt that Chelsea will end this season in the top 4. I don't have any doubt. But for me, look, it's not because I hope. I'm quite sure. I know Thomas Tuchel very well. I've followed his career I watch a lot of German football, and he is quite. He's a superstar in Germany, Thomas Tuchel.
I love this, Said, honestly, because you're giving us a hope that we need to be patient because, maybe it's not the end of the world if we don't get the win here.
No. Look, I will tell you. I will tell you now the other story. If Chelsea will lose, when Chelsea lose this game, that's bad. That's very, very bad. It's bad for the confidence. It's bad for, when you go out with a clean sheet, like since Tuchel took over, they play a very solid football and a secure football. I focus always on the defense. I know you guys are talking a lot and how to make the goals, and
It's that young blood in us, it's that young blood. That's
blood. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about balance. It's about balance. It's about the balance. Can't attack, can't just defend. You've got to have a nice balance. That's how I see it, anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly. And what do you think about Leeds, you guys?
Very good team. Very good team.
Playing well.
Yeah.
They've made us rush, haven't they? We haven't been able to control the game. That's why this comment from Chelsea's owner is really interesting, because we're not really in control. We got more of a grip towards the end of the half, but second half they will tire for sure.
That's what I think also. Yeah.
Chelsea's own, thank you heaps for the super chat. Need to slow the game down a bit. We're not in control. 100% agree. We're not in control. This is the first time I've seen under Thomas Tuchel where the opposition has made it like that. Saeed, thank you so much, my man, for joining. Whenever you want to join again, just pop down in the description. So please join again. I do appreciate it. Really enjoy talking to you, Saeed.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Boys, let's get the timing sorted.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my time.
So I'm going to go backwards. Taron, what minute are you on?
I'll just refresh my stream quickly to try and get it on the thing.
Yeah.
I'm on 45:36.
Okay, you've caught up a bit then, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
45:46. Okay, I'm on 45:42 now. I'm on 45:42.
All right, I'm 45, 40, 50 now, 50.
All right, I'm 20 seconds ahead. So I've pressed pause for about 15 seconds, and so I can sort of. You tell me when you're on 46. Tell me when you're on 46:01 or 46:02.
I'm on 46. I'm on 46. Try and make it.
I'm on 46.
So let's go. So 46.
I think we're more or less at the same time.
Yeah. What's Johnathan? Is Johnathan okay on this one?
Yeah, I've paused it, so yeah, just let me know when I need to go again, really.
All right, so let's start 46:30. 46:30. Let's try and go from it.
Yeah, I'm on 46:32. Yeah.
Oh, you're on 46:32. I'm going to go 10 ahead. I'm on 46:36 now.
I'm on 46:32.
Okay, we're close enough. That's
good. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to get 4 streams in a row. That is going to be near impossible.
And you know what, boys? Like 3 or 4 seconds.
No, it's fine. It's absolutely. No, we were 20 seconds or so before, but which is going to happen when you're in 4 different places and we're in 2 different countries. That was
honestly, Saeed was funny, man. That was good. That was really nice.
There was some comment that said like Frank LeBeau vibes, which is actually
that was it. The thing is, the reason I liked that was because it was completely. It's a different view. We weren't really considering it whilst we were talking about everything. That's why the other side of the coin is the best YouTube channel on YouTube, guys, because it's a whole 360 view. So no, that in all seriousness, it's nice to have. Because he just brought us down a peg and went, "Come on, guys, let's just remember we need to." So that's why, obviously, it's great to have people involved in the live chat, getting on this stream, because it's always good to get different opinions.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Look, we're 2 minutes in. Havertz has had a shot over the bar or saved over the bar. Havertz nearly got in on that corner. Again, we've started quickly, so. Yeah, I'm confident we're going to get a goal soon.
We're winning this. I'm confident.
At first glance, I thought, oh, geez, he should have done better with that shot. But then I looked at it again. It was actually pretty good pressure from the defender there, so maybe a bit harsh on him.
Good skill from Havertz as well.
That's true.
Yeah. We need to capitalise, but we need to capitalise.
We have to take them chances, to be honest. But
that was actually nice. I like that halftime. There was about at least 6, 7 of them that joined us, gave us a whole heap of different opinions that I had no idea about. Saeed was a good one where he just humbled all of us by saying, "Just calm down. As long as we're not losing this, it makes sense." Because let's face
it, it's not the 38th game of the season. That's right.
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to his age, but he reminds me of my dad. My dad's just like, "Calm down a second. Let's just put this into perspective." Not all this hype and craziness. So it reminded me of my dad telling me, just relax. It's not the end of the world, John.
It actually reminds me, I know, without trying to sort of claim sort of brownie points from it, but I actually thought that sounded a lot how I normally talk on Twitter and that, rather than it's all or nothing type thing. But even though I appreciate the gravity of the situation, I still think, yeah, there's 10 games to go. There's many twists and turns, but ideally we want the 3 points so we don't have to rely on those twists and turns. I think that's where we're coming from.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's the point.
Get it away for him. Get it away.
Plus, we know how, teams can drop points. We've still got, some tough games. And I said earlier, I think it was last week, we've got a run of easier games. These teams are going to sit back, low block, and that's what we've traditionally struggled against under Tuchel, because we want teams to come out a little bit to allow the space in behind to allow us to operate.
Yeah,
so these games aren't going to be easy. No game's easy in the Premier League, and I think everyone needs to understand that. Everyone thinks we're going to steamroller the next few games. It's not going to be as easy as that.
It's interesting because you go, RJ, you go.
No, Taron, you go.
Sure, yeah. I think it's interesting because against Newcastle, they completely sat back, and so did Burnley, and we completely overloaded them and scored. And then against Southampton, who were pressing, we didn't look as good. So, yeah, I think it's on both sides of the kind of perspective, or both sides of the coin that,
both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
It's the other side of the coin, Taron. Can I get the trademark right? Yeah.
It might be your channel, bro, Taron. Both sides of the coin.
It's a perfect hat trick, isn't it?
Yeah, the perfect hat trick.
We could use one of them from Pulisic, couldn't we?
Can you tell your boy to score one of them, please, Taron? Because I've been waiting for Werner to do that for a while.
Yeah, I think he needs it. I'll just message
him. Taron, that offer's still up, bro. If Werner scores and we win, we'll get you that jersey, bro. If he does that in this game,
you sure?
Yeah, bro. I'm so sure. I'm so confident he's not going to do it. That's why I'm putting it. I know.
This is a legally binding contract now. So
it's mad. We have two such contrasting Werner fans in this thing. I think Werner's fantastic, but
you know what? He's a good player, man. I like him. It's just
I understand.
I need my forward to be clinical, man. It just burns me when I see players like Haaland and I see players like other let's say Luis Suarez for Atletico Madrid. So clinical. Chelsea needs a clinical striker, man. We're a top dog out there. We can't.
You know what it is, but it's. Oh, can you hear me? Sorry. But I was just going to say, it's not even like we use the word clinical a lot, and I'm one of them. For me, it's not even clinical. It's just being a little bit more efficient. That's what I think it is, because I actually agree with Taron where he's a kind of guy that makes things happen. He gets in those positions. It's just a matter of capitalizing on some of them, not all of them, to be clinical, but it's just about being a little bit more end product. And I think he will get there. So I'm very much on the Werner train for now, and because I back him. But I was just going to say, coming back to that point before about the contrasting fixtures, good chance, by the way. But it was just about, we're lucky that top four rivals are versing each other. So even if we don't win all of our games, all of our other opponents, by virtue of versing each other, are going to drop points. So it's not the be-all and end-all. That's
the first time Ziyech has got that lovely ball in with his left foot. That was good. That was trademark Ziyech. That was a nice ball. That's what I want to see.
That was trademark Ziyech, Jonathan. Absolutely bang on. But yeah, Ajay, here, man. Like already this particular game week, you got Mason. Come on. You got to finish
Anyone but Kante. Anyone but N'Golo, please.
Why? Unless it's Manchester United. Unless it's Manchester United.
You guys now see why I love Kante, but my head boils when he's in the box because the man, he can't do it. But yeah.
Ooh, another
Man United's playing West Ham, so there's another match where anything can happen between there, and we could
one of them's gonna. I mean, that was really nice play from obviously the ball in first of all, then from Ziyech, and then that little bit of play there between Mount and Havertz, who seem to be linking up really nicely in the Everton game in this game.
Yeah, Kante actually delivered a good cross. Someone should have been again the predatorial striker to be in there and finish that. It was actually a good cross by Kante, even though he's not the one you want there.
Maldini's middle finger. What a cross from Ziyech. That's Ziyech's coming back home, baby. My jersey's coming very soon as well. Ziyech, I need you, my man. This half is your half, Ziyech. Do it for us.
I think, when I said about Giroud at half time, two of those, both crosses would have been absolutely beautiful for Giroud there.
Yeah, Giroud would have scored them, I
know it's very easy to say what if, and Werner was on, if Giroud was on, but that is Giroud territory. I mean, there's been 4 or 5 times in this game where Giroud would have just eaten it up. Oh,
I'll tell you
that's
what,
a good save. It's a good
Oh
save.
my God.
A save from Mendy. I'll tell you what, I've not been impressed by Andres
What
Christensen.
is going on, man?
I've not been impressed by Andres Christensen. Oh,
Good
man, we
stuff.
got out of trouble there.
I'll allow him for this game because he's been so good for so many games. If he has one off game, I think.
Yeah, true. But this is one game where if you have an off game, they'll put it away.
Do you remember against Sheffield United last season when it was 3-0 where that kind of happened and Kepa kind of put it straight into McGoldrick's hand? That was just poor, but that was a good save. Push it
Live
out.
chat gone berserk for Mendy. Mendy has saved us twice. Honestly, I've not seen Thomas Tuchel's team getting away with that many chances, man. Honestly.
Yeah. He's the Mendy. What a champion.
We actually talked about Mendy on the review for the Everton game, didn't we? And we were talking about,
Yeah.
you know, when he's been needed, he has stepped up and he's concentrated. And twice today, like we've said, he's been there when we needed. And that's all you want in a keeper. In a team like ours where we are going to have a lot of the lion's share of the ball and there's only going to be 3-4 moments in the game when the goalkeeper is going to be, you know, having the spotlight on him. And Mendy there, I mean, yes, he's gone down and yes, he should get his hand on it. But, you know, a lot of goalkeepers commit their weight and then can't get the hand back. So it is a good save.
It's a bit concerning that we're talking about Mendy as one of our standout players, though, just quietly. But I don't want to be talking about him much. I want to be talking about the front guys. We need to start scoring.
Sure. But 100% this review, RJ, we're going to be talking about Mendy, man. I mean, Mendy's going to be talked about. He's literally saved 2 goals here. We should have been 2-0 down. And Christensen, boys, I don't know. First half, it was a bit dodgy with some of his passing. This half, one-on-one defending again. You know, if he wants to have a bad game, sure, have this as your bad game. But Atletico Madrid next up.
My theory on Christensen, I don't know what the live chat will say, what you guys will say, but in a 4 or in a 2, shall I say, in a back 4, when he needs to mark someone where there's going to be a striker pressing him or a midfielder pressing him, he looks rushed. He doesn't look as comfortable. In a back 3 recently, he's the middleman, the spare man, able to look up, get on the ball. He's not really pressed. He's got the freedom of the park. Today, he's had to mark someone or mark space, and every time he's on the ball, someone's pressing him. And that's where Christensen then, when he's rushed, he makes rash decisions. So I still am not comfortable if we were to revert to a back 4, whether I'd want Christensen there unless it was next to Thiago Silva. So this resurgence of Andreas Christensen in that famous AC hive that Lewis started, not so sure it starts in a back 4 and in a team or a game like this where he's, you know, the spotlight is on him. He doesn't always step up to the mark. I mean, I know he's done really well, and I'm not saying, you know, I don't want him in the team. He has been really good for us, but there are going to be games, again, maybe like Jorginho, where it just doesn't really suit him. And today, it's not really, I think just because of the style of the game, it's been tough for him. Johnathan, I don't know what everyone's opinion is.
Yeah, Johnathan, I got a quick question. Do you know, you said that, you know, that in the back 4, he seems to, you know, he has to mark someone. So he's in the game a lot more than if he just has to make the interception, read the play. Do you not think it was down a little bit to the system last season? You know, I know we are playing 3 at the back, but the system looks a little bit more solid than, you know, last season, and that kind of exposed him. So if he did move to a 4 at the back, do you not think the system would still help him, like Tuchel's defensive tactics and stuff?
I just think when he's a spare man, he looks a lot better when he has to mark someone. Even, you know, I'd say Rudiger at times. I know sort of he's a left centre-back. He generally has to mark someone. But when you've got, you know, centre-backs that do make mistakes, that don't always track runs, if you have Rudiger and Christensen next to each other in a 2, I just worry about, you know, are they going to track runs? This is a really good chance here.
That was a good ball. Come on.
On his left foot, I think that's a goal.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Why doesn't Pulisic just take the opportunity?
The goal against Crystal Palace last year, that was such a good finish. We've seen he can do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
think they weren't going to let him come on his left.
We're getting closer. Yeah. I think a lot of the players in our lineup right now depend on what system Tuchel plays. I think some players will thrive in certain systems, some others, some won't. So
you could say that Werner also suits a 3, playing in the inverted like he did at Leipzig. You know, as a left wing, he's not as good, and as a lone striker. So yeah, it's interesting.
Every year, you know, when we say, "Oh, these fringe players needs to go, this player needs to go," what can you do this summer? Because you don't know what tactics he's going to play, what style. So you can't say, we don't need Jorginho, we don't need Christensen, we don't need Rudiger, because in certain systems under Tuchel, they will look good. And they are, indispensable. So we can't just have a clear out of Alonso was out the club, Rudiger was out the club. Are those players out the club now? No. So it's going to be really tough in the summer to see what we actually do. That was well defended, though. Rudiger
that was
very well defended. It was a good ball.
Dangerous ball, man. Wow. But yeah, Jonathan, just to answer your question, you're right, because at the end of the day, you need a squad if you want to challenge for the league, and you need different type of players to help you out as well throughout the squad. So, you can't just be clearing out everyone. There could be space for many people. I'm just saying that maybe some of these players like Jorginho and Alonso, are they going to be the main parts of winning a title? That's the question. I mean, yes, they are going to be a part of the squad, but perhaps maybe as a rotational sort of base player. Like, is that sort of somewhat correct?
I'll throw this at you. Alonso is a left wing back. He's an attacking player. He can't really defend very well. He's in a team purely to attack. He's not there to defend. Trent Alexander-Arnold has won the Premier League and the Champions League with Liverpool, being predominantly a right winger. He's not very good defending. He was very questionable against us a couple of games ago when we played them. He is not a very good right back, but he plays there because of his attacking qualities. Now, I think Alexander-Arnold is a better overall player than Alonso, but he's not a right back, in my opinion. And he has won the Premier League and the Champions League. So who's to say Alonso can't be a left wing back, which he did under Conte and we won the league. But I get your point. Are these players over a 38 game season, going to win us the league? I don't know. But the way we've been playing under Tuchel, we've been, exhibiting Premier League title winning form in the last, 10 games since he's come in.
True.
So it's very interesting because when he has more time on the training pitch, I do believe he's going to tweak it and make us even more efficient. And look, this is the first game where we haven't looked that comfortable.
Go.
That was interesting from Chilwell. Close. Again, Alonso probably scores that.
Why? Yeah, just as you were saying that, if he was in that position, smashing that bomb right.
Yes.
This is so easy to say.
See, this is the thing. As you're right, Taron. As Jonathan always just said that if Alonso is in that spot, he finds himself a goal there because he just has that ability to score.
Well, he did that exact same thing against Tottenham at Stamford Bridge. The exact same goal where he just put his laces through it.
But you know what, RJ? This whole match, Alonso would have been absolutely smoked because defensively he wouldn't have kept up, whereas Chilwell has been. So
it would have been 4-3 or something by now, I'm sure.
That's why it's like a balancing act. Chilwell gives us all the other things that Alonso can't, plan. But then Alonso gives us the goals and the assists perhaps up front that Chilwell finds it difficult.
Won't give us as much, yeah. It's interesting because when he was at Leicester, he did score quite a few goals. I mean, that game last season where he scored, he looked quite comfortable
against us.
It's interesting. But I think it's horses for courses, isn't it? I mean, it's, like I've said a few times this game, what if? We have to think these players are on the pitch. They are good enough to win this game. We've got, half an hour left to win. And if not, we've got 3 subs to make, which we need
to start making them, in my opinion.
Come on.
Have you noticed, though, the intensity from Leeds has just dropped gradually and gradually. They're not pressing us as high. We've got a lot more control. It's...
I wonder, though, if that's a bit of just as a natural attrition because they're getting tired, or if it's a little bit part tactical as try to invite a bit of pressure and they're trying to sort of counter us. Because they have had a couple of dangerous openings, so got to be mindful of that as well.
I've got a question from all of you quickly about who would be the first change that you're making in this game, all of you, to the first change that will change this game?
I'd bring Timo Werner. I'd bring Timo Werner for maybe on a Pulisic and just go 4 at the back.
I'd say Cho. I'd say Cho for Pulisic. Oh, no, sorry. I'd say actually Cho for Ziyech, to be honest, and put Pulisic in that central spot and put Callum out right.
Ziyech's been all right though, right, RJ?
That was a nice
Yeah, I
interception
think he's been
from
good.
Kante.
Yeah, I'm just worried about his legs at the moment now, Zich. I think he's starting to catch up with him a little bit, but I hope he proves me wrong, please. Some humble pie would be nice right now.
He hasn't been bad to us. He's been good. Like, but still,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not doing enough. He's not doing enough to like be like, yeah,
You understand the whole.
game.
Do understand the whole legs. I don't know if Ziyech is.
He needs games. He needs momentum, and he's looked better and more comfortable every game he started recently. But the sub I'd make to go devil's advocate against the three of you and make a different player, Giroud. 3-4 times in this half, in the last half, we just need someone in that hole to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yep.
And you can bring on Werner as well, but I just feel like Giroud's going to get that goal today.
Who are you taking off?
Yeah.
Havertz?
I would actually keep Havertz on and just drop him a little bit deeper. And yeah, I would take Ziyech off as well.
Take Ziyech,
That is
Wow,
that was quite a
brilliant
nice ball
from
from Mount, just a little bit overcooked.
Oh,
That was the
just
right
over-
idea.
It was a beautiful idea.
But you know what? See how he won the ball? It's that after that, he needs to put the two game together. Wins the ball, puts that pass through to release Kai. And that's when he becomes world class for me. Right now, he's just a tad. And that's fine. I mean, he's still developing, which is fine. The way he just won the ball was brilliant.
It's the polishing touch, isn't it?
Costa's going to cause Chilwell problems, I think. He needs to be a little bit more restrictive.
Good work, Pulisic.
We need Pulisic, to do that. It should not happen. He needs to stop the cross.
He's
He's
offside
offside
anyway.
Just, I think. Chilwell might have played him on, but
Why hasn't the lino given that? I'm sorry, he's 2 yards offside. Come on.
They have to, don't they? They have to keep it playing until it's.
Yeah, but that's I know
corner.
it's just clear and obvious. Yeah, that's why I'm annoyed.
What if they scored from that corner? Does VAR go back that far?
I would have
Probably
been
not.
fuming. I don't even know. Ziyech's still running.
What happens then, boys? If that
Well,
was
in the Dortmund game,
does that?
the Champions League game, they went back like a minute or so with that whole fast.
That was. I didn't like that. I mean, Haaland scores. They then go, no, it's a penalty. He then misses the penalty. And oh no, you can retake it. Oh,
Bruce James.
Interesting.
Werner's getting ready on the bench as well.
Oh, okay. I feel like I will bring
Taron's
one Giroud
happy.
at the end. Did you see me smiling from there?
Oh, that's a free kick.
Yeah.
He should be yellow carded, this bloke. Seriously.
Ailey's just been fouling everyone the whole game.
What the
What's
hell?
problem?
Why was he holding his leg? That was a really weird what he was
trying to
doing.
pick him up.
Get up.
Ailey's a weird dog, man.
It's so often Rudiger has that little bit off the ball. You know, it's interesting because they all walked around when they came on for the second half. They all walked around nicely around the stand. Rudiger just jumped over the board and went straight onto the pitch because it's that mentality that I like. He just wants to get in and get stuck in. Yeah, exactly. I like it.
Why is he still down? Didn't touch him.
That's a breather. That's a breather delay tactic.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't like that. I don't like that.
To do that.
Yeah.
So James for
He grabbed his hip, man. What's he holding his knee? Oh my!
I think the way he impacted his knee. I think that's the thing.
Do you guys remember the classic? I'm not sure if Taron might remember this. Might be too young for this. Do you remember Rivaldo in one of the World Cups, Germany?
Oh yeah,
Turkey, and
that was. I was watching that game live with my dad, and my dad he hates play acting and cheating, and he was going mental at the telly. I was like, Dad, they can't hear you.
Brazil won that World Cup. I remember that was a glamorous.
They were really good in that World Cup, though. They were. I was really young.
Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká. It was like
Pulisic off, Werner on, and James on. Who's the second sub? Second sub is Ziyech as well. So we did think Pulisic coming off is interesting.
Timo Werner will be inside forward, and Reece James is a wing back.
Yeah,
interesting to see.
RJ's coming on. I'm ready, boys. I'm ready. That's it. Catch you later. See.
To be fair, he's got the kit on, so you're half ready. You've got that amazing Giroud beard as well. You could probably pass for that. So.
Yeah, and a little bit of Caballero, I'm sure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you've got a mix of all three.
Ziyech didn't look too happy about that.
I think it's more like Raul Morales, to be honest.
I'll take that.
Yeah, Raul Morales had a mean beard, man. He had a beard. Raul Morales.
And he had that streak through his. Oh, that was interesting.
And that mohawk.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
I won't be getting that.
Just sick.
Why not, RJ? Come on, that's the one missing thing from that look of yours. I think just get
Oh,
get
no.
that David Beckham, Conor Mahegan. That would be very good.
I'm already a 10 out of 10. Don't worry, it's all good. No, we need.
That's
I'm
true.
keen to see how these. I'm keen to see how these subs though kick on now. So he's played his hand. We'll see. One more change. Giroud, maybe last one to come on.
I'd say this.
This
This has been a game for Thomas Tuchel. He hasn't come across a team that's been like this. Well done,
Good work,
Christian.
Good work.
I think Hudson-Odoi may be saved for Wednesday. I don't know if he may surprise me and come on, but I think Hudson-Odoi, he's been lined up for a big game against Atletico Madrid. I hope if he doesn't come on today.
Very surprising if he comes on, honestly.
Do you think he's going to play though, considering we're trying to defend the lead, or do you think he's going to go James?
The thing is, if we go defensively and look for a draw and look to stifle the game, all they need is a goal, and then we've got to come out because they then get a second away goal, and we're screwed.
Come on, Timo.
That's a foul.
What was that? Was that tackle?
Yellow.
He's been getting away all day. He should have been on a yellow 20 minutes ago. This guy.
Alioski.
Is that Ailing again or Alioski?
Alioski, yeah.
He should be Alioski out of here, bloody.
What he does well though, he stops, waits for the challenge burn, and looks, and then takes the foul because there's not really much on. So that is smart.
Yeah, 100%. How character redeeming would it be if Werner, with all the struggles, he ends up being a match winner for us? That would be sensational.
I don't know what
Taron gets a jersey. Taron gets a jersey.
No doubt Werner will score in a draw or something, so Taron can't get the jersey.
It'll be VAR ruled out.
I've got a slight feeling Werner might just score the winner here. Honestly, live chat, what do you think? Think we're going to win this or think it's going to be a draw? I feel like Timo Werner has got the winner here.
He's playing kind of right, inverted forward.
Kante, nice. Out wide.
Kante, switch it. Beautiful. Good switch.
Yeah. Rudiger, okay, interesting. Not a bad effort, though.
Ooh,
yeah, but...
I think Leeds will be happy with that if they're going to, make us start shooting 70 minutes in. It shows that we're
desperate. We're getting desperate.
I can't believe how much Leeds are running, man. 71st minute.
We've just got to keep playing. This is good from Mount. Lovely run from Mount. Lovely run. And just that last little touch,
see that? Yeah, he's got to put the two together. You can run like that. That's fair enough, but you got to find that ball to get out.
Yeah. He probably could have went down a little bit too if he wanted and sort of chance his luck for a free kick because they're hustling him pretty well, but he's too honest. Good shot here from Rudiger, but I don't like him shooting from there, to be honest. It's a waste of time.
We moved the ball for so long and then he just shoots. Never going to go in. It's just a waste.
Yeah.
Probably said that about Tomori last season against Wolves. Why is he shooting from there?
Yeah. But that
was 1 in 10.
Or why is Michael Essien shooting from 35 yards out against Arsenal? And we never forget the shot. One of my favourites. Gosh. I watched that replay.
It was this kit. I'm pretty sure it was this kit. Yeah.
Was it Martin Tyler? Martin Tyler never forgets. Here's Lampard comes out to Essien, and you just never forget it. It's the best sort of scene. I love that.
The ball had such swerve in it. It started off like this, and then it just went.
The scorer of rockets, wasn't he? He was amazing.
Remember that Barcelona in the Champions League.
That's a foul, I agree.
Llorente is just annoying me.
Come on, James. That was a stupid pass, wasn't it?
Could have been a handball, to be honest.
Yeah, he sort of held it like that.
We're not doing enough, man. We need to be attacking them relentlessly.
Yeah, one play he's definitely saved. Yeah, go on, Jonathan.
I think it's worth it, man. It's worth it.
No, I was going to say, just before, sorry, RJ, is it worth dropping Mount a little bit deeper, bringing on Giroud, taking off Jorginho, and sacrificing a bit of a fulcrum? You've got tell Kante to stay a little bit deeper, and then bring on another striker, just an alternative thought. Because right now, they're coming on to us, and then we're breaking, and we've got so much of the ball in the attacking third. We need more men there.
Yeah, he was they're coming at us. We've got the ball, but we've got predominantly the ball in the midfield. And then when we do break into their third, there's not enough bodies.
And Jorginho's not
Hello,
making that
Simon.
incisive passes today. He's kind of, he's not necessarily needed. This is when,
I
Yeah,
think
sorry,
we
Andy.
need more. I think to that point though, it's around not just Jorginho, but now we saw for the first time Christensen advancing forward and gets himself a nice little foul. We need to see more of that. I don't want to see just Rudiger doing it. Christensen's got a role to play here. I actually think that Jorginho taking off for Giroud and dropping him out makes a lot of sense, because you can have Kante's disciplined enough to stay back if he's told to do so. But for me, I'm actually quite now, at least we're in the knowledge of Kovacic has definitely been saved for Atletico. Like he's read that out loud and clear now. I thought he might have come on in the second half to change it up a bit, but 100% he's been saved for Atletico. So quite interested to see how he treats his last 15 minutes.
You know what? I must say, boys, I think Leeds so far, up until the 75th minute, yes, we had more of the ball, but they probably had the 2 clear-cut chances. Do you guys recall us having absolute clear-cut chances? I mean, we've had
I think
half
Havertz should have scored that, man. Havertz should have scored that chance right at the start of the second half.
Yeah, that was a good chance.
That was a good chance.
we had several half chances where the ball came in from the right as well in the first half, and then a couple of times from the left in the second half. So we've had half, 3/4 chances. They've had a couple of really good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I must
Even
say.
that header we had as well
Yeah.
was the Ziyech cross in. That should have been done better. The Kante cross back again. No one's in the middle to finish that off. But right. We've had the more of the heart in mouth moments. I agree.
I think Aloyski is one foul away from being sent off, by the way, by the sounds of
I
what the
hope he
ref
does
is
get
doing.
sent off, man. I hope he does get
Is
sent
he on a yellow? He is, isn't he?
He is,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's on about 6 yellows so far this game, I reckon.
and he's chirping a lot to the referee. So hopefully the referee just has enough and just goes, you know what, mate, I've got no time for you.
The only thing is, if they do that, they will then sit even deeper, and it might be harder to break them down. But yeah, I get your point. I mean, there's no harm in playing against 10, but
Do we think
I just
we're
want to
going
see
go
a
away
third
on
sub.
here?
Yes, Giroud's going to come on and score the winner, mate.
Yeah.
I just need a winner, man. 76th minute, man. Oh, a
I
draw is
apologise to all of you in advance if Werner scores a late minute winner. I just seriously apologise. I'm going to be going mental, like absolutely insane. Like jump out my window. Probably.
We're all going to go mental with you. Oh,
Thank you.
no. Oh, no. Oh, that was a big block.
Bro,
there.
you guys are scaring me still. Like 2 seconds in front, I'm just like so
The
scared.
thing is, that could have gone anywhere.
Good block.
James.
Good block.
That could have gone anywhere. It is a good block, yeah, but we
had to
shouldn't be
see
letting
that.
3 men on the edge of the box, though. What are we doing?
Yeah. Very lackluster.
I was at the Rafinha miss at Stamford Bridge. Reminiscent.
Good tracking there from James.
Goal kick.
That would have gone in if he was on target, I think. Mendy was flat-footed there. That was on target. Maybe
That
a
was on
goal.
Reece James's chest. That happened.
Look, yeah. Slash arm. But all good. Oh, come on.
Another chance.
Oh,
Header.
my
Free header.
God.
Free header.
My God.
Wow, we've been awful defensively in this game. We've been.
How has he left that open?
I don't know who was supposed to be tracking him there.
This is
That was
just
Out
sad.
there.
it's the worst defensive performance I've seen by far under two.
Yeah, this hasn't been our best defensive performance, man. We've been very resolute. Like, how many shots? We've literally kept generally oppositions to like 1 or 2 shots, haven't we? In the last few matches. How many shots do you reckon Leeds have had so far?
Probably
I
like
think it
6
said they had
or 7
five or
shots on target.
five or
Yeah.
6. I think it said they had. Yeah, an earlier stat just said.
I think,
It's on flash scores. It said they had 5, 3 on target, but that must be different now.
Yeah,
And surely this
that's
is
a really
the
first half.
highest under Thomas Tuchel era so far. Opposition having that many shots.
Yeah.
They bring off. I saw Rodrigo came on. Am I wrong in saying that?
Cho's coming on.
Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming on. Sort of Mason.
Okay, no Giroud, Jonathan.
Mason Mount coming off.
Yeah, I mean, he's been
Jorginho stays on. It's quite
sort of
interesting.
product.
No, I do understand that. This is the same front three we had against Everton, wasn't it?
But if you want he's going to bring energy. He's going to bring direct play. Havertz, he obviously wants to keep him as that false nine and let Werner play off of him. So that's the only real choice you've got left, isn't it? To bring off Mount if you're going to bring on Hudson-Odoi. I still would have brought on Giroud, but I just feel like the first two subs were just a little bit late. I feel like another 10 minutes earlier would have helped us a little bit more. But too late from Chilwell.
What's he doing, Chilwell? What's he doing?
Too late,
man. And then he's too slow as well.
I don't think Chilwell and Werner work very well together.
That was an awful 10 seconds from him.
Oh,
yeah, that was.
Oh, you just have to have Rudiger to come and push him over for you.
No one clips that up for Chilwell and then starts tweeting that's Chilwell for you.
Tuchel's fuming at that, I think.
Yeah.
He just screamed chilly, I think. He's a bit vocal. They always catch him saying stuff to people on the cameras, like to Werner last game, to like someone else. So like such a big thing. He just needs to relax.
Yeah, Werner. He was going off at Werner saying, "Yeah, don't you know?" Oh,
close, very close. Hudson-Odoi there.
Boy, please. Oh, why? I know it's not men anyway. Goodness sake.
He's onside, I think, as well.
He's onside too.
Yeah.
Touch. Come on.
Oh, just touch the ball. Just touch it. Touch it.
Great ball.
It's coming in really quickly though. It is hard.
Boys, what do you reckon? Thomas Tuchel will be happy with the team, or is going to have a mouthful for them?
No, I don't think he's going to be happy. No, defensively we've been dreadful today.
But let's see. Still got 10, 13 minutes, whatever it is. We can change this.
We need to squeeze out a win, man. We just need to squeeze out a win. Come on, Chilwell.
How was it cost?
Good work, Rudiger. Good work.
Okay.
Who do you think's been our best defender today, given that we haven't been great defensively?
Aspi, probably. Or Rudiger.
Aspi and Rudy, probably. Aspi and Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd probably say Rudiger, to be honest. Yeah.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
As I said, though, Costa's going to cause Chilwell problems. And that right-hand side, ever since Costa's come on, has been a way for Leeds to get at us. We need to try and sort something out because they look a bit dangerous on that side.
Yeah, it's concerning we look a little bit lost for ideas. I'm again a little bit, it's becoming frustrating that we've seen this before where we just go with the flow and the motions and don't do anything to change the rhythm. Yeah, hopefully we unshackle them a bit.
That's nearly from Werner to Hudson-Odoi, nearly.
First touch, Timo Werner. What can you expect?
What was that touch? Trampoline touch was the comment earlier.
That's actually good. Very good. Very good analogy there.
Thomas Tuchel, trampoline touch, double T's, love it. Come on, Mendy. No, we just got to move the ball quicker. We're letting Leeds settle into positions. We're not moving the ball quicker. We're not moving it between the lines quicker. We're not making enough movement. That's why they're much. Yes. We just need to break through. We need to break through the midfield. They have so many players in that middle of the pitch. We just need to put it over the top quicker for Hudson-Odoi or Mount. Oh, not Mount, on Werner, sorry. We need to almost bypass the midfield and bypass their press. That's what we're not doing well enough.
Nice from Hudson-Odoi.
100%
James, you need to move it quicker. Why is he holding it for that long?
He's pushed him there. Should have went down. Then.
Nah.
See how Leeds play man on man, like man to man? Like
pretty much.
None of our players are free. None of our players are free. They play man to man.
Need to get hungrier.
Man,
that's a foul, man.
This is where Kovacic's ability to get the ball and then just twist and turn straight away. We've missed that today because we haven't had that burst and injection and breaking away from their press, which we could have done a few times today.
Kovac just takes the ball, turns, and then burst.
That's a lovely ball from Rudiger.
Very nice. Get there, Chilwell.
Would have been nice to go for a corner, but
how could that not have gone?
I don't know, man. Seriously, I'm not.
Chilwell's been
rubbish last probably 15, 20 minutes.
He needs to be playing well as well. Like he can't be moving these chances again. Disappointing.
He must be offside. He looked about 2-3 yards ahead of play there.
Yeah, he's blown that now. Yeah.
There we go.
But again, that's so obvious. Why? I know the refs are told, but come on. I've looked at it in live time, and I'm telling you he's offside. I know. Okay, that looks really close, actually. But he looked a lot further offside when I was watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was very close.
Yeah, but there are instances where they are very obvious.
Yeah, my point still stands, though. If you know he's offside, I mean, the worst case is you make one wrong decision, linesman. They used to make 3 or 4 wrong decisions a game. Now they're so scared to make a decision. What VAR's done is it's actually taken the responsibility away. Are they docking their pay because they don't have as much to do anymore, the linesman and the ref? I swear.
You know what, Jonathan? And correct me if I'm wrong, boys. I heard that if the linesmen do put their flag up, then the VAR can't go back and check that because then the linesman's made a decision that it's offside. That's why they hold because
really?
Yeah, apparently that's why they don't go. They let it go because VAR will check that. If they put their flag up, then that's an offside where the referee has deemed it to be offside. Then VAR doesn't check that anymore.
But then they sent off Peters the other day for a red card for a handball, and then he got downgraded or taken away. So what? This is what
post-match or during?
No, that was during the game. This is what I don't. VAR. There's so much that it's just so foggy and cloudy. There's no clear indication of what it needs to do and when, and that's why VAR is good in the right hands. The technology's there. We're not using it correctly, and that's the most frustrating thing. And one of our panelists, Nishal, made a very good article about 5 things we can do to improve VAR. So somehow figure out how to get to Nishal's blog and watch that and read that because it was really interesting.
It's taking too long here at the moment. Yeah, Nishal's done a very good blog on that.
See, look, break now, Rudiger. Put it out wide and get the ball in the box. Come on, Chilwell.
Pass it to Cho. Take players on. Just take them on.
There we go, Hudson-Odoi. There we go.
Nice. Now find Werner.
That
that
was the right idea, though.
Good effort.
Yeah, that's the best bit of play we've had in 20 minutes.
Half an hour. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like he could have laid it off to Timo Werner there.
Yeah, I think he's got one-track mind. I'm shooting. He just needs to curl that around the keeper. Use the Leeds defenders to kind of block the keeper's side.
To shield them.
I haven't seen enough of Hudson-Odoi from the left, like curling shots in. Apart from that Bayern Munich, that one game.
He needs to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I prefer him on the right, literally. I think he does more on the right.
See, why are we so behind the play there? Like Rudiger's 5 yards in front and Christensen's so deep.
It'll be quicker than that.
We've been allured into Leeds' kind of spell today about just being, defensive. Just it's obviously we'll pick it apart in the review, but we've just allowed ourselves to kind of get taken away by their style and their high intensity, and their movement. Which in the fair play in the first game we counted it perfectly. In this game we have struggled. See, this is nice. Hudson-Odoi is getting in the space now. Ron, now put the ball through.
Yeah, pass it to
left that space. Attack the space. It's Costa
in the middle. Havertz is in the middle.
Nice idea, but
yeah, do agree with you, Jonathan, that Leeds have made us play the way they wanted us to play. They've pretty much forced us. Thomas Tuchel's not happy, man. You can see he's not happy.
Yeah, they just look lost of ideas at the moment. It's almost like they've conceded that this is a frustrating draw, and they're not even changing that. I don't get that confidence. I don't know. It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Leicester doesn't look happy, to be fair.
Live chat, just a heads up. Straight after this game, we will have the review in a different stream. So do wait for us for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let the boys take a bit of rest, get some water. But do come back in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll get the stream set up. So we'll talk about the whole match in detail, from lineups to first half, second half, player performances and all that, and how we've obviously performed against Leeds. I'm still hoping we get that.
Come on.
Let's see what happens. Bielsa, maestro guy. What a play by Leeds. 87 minutes, no goal. Every other team bigger teams been putting away Leeds. So he's clearly done something differently in terms of, his whole organization as a unit. He's done a better. Like we've had half chances, as Taron said, that Kai Havertz's chance in the second half, probably the closest. But Leeds probably had the better chances than us. Yeah, if it wasn't for Mendy, we should be 2-0 down.
Christensen's
Is that a fair
broken. That's
assessment?
nice. That's nice.
That's a
Christensen.
better run.
Wrong ball, though.
Decision making
It's
hasn't
not
been
going to be
good
much
today.
stoppage time. It's going to be like 2 or 3 minutes probably.
Yeah, I reckon stock standard 3 minutes. Come on, come on.
Why don't we make more chances, boys? What do you reckon the issue is? Like, we've got a lot of playmakers. We've got a lot of good players. Like, what is it that?
I feel like Havertz has tired as well, to be fair. I know he's played 90 minutes in a row now. He's not really been in the game last 20 minutes. But look, we haven't got the incision on the wings. I think Hudson-Odoi should have come on a little bit earlier. We haven't got that intensity and driving at players and taking them on. And we haven't put the ball in the box enough the last 20 minutes. That's why, again, we needed someone in the box there to receive the ball. And I just don't feel like we've had that today.
Yeah,
Earlier on, the first half. But you can't blame him. I mean, he hasn't played 90 minutes for so long. To play 2 in a row, it must be tough.
How's that not a free kick?
How is that not a foul? That is a
well done,
Yes,
Christensen.
Oh, yellow card. Come on. We've got to be quick. We're not in front 1-0. Come on. Good work. Good block.
That came off Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Come on, we've got to be quick.
I don't know why I'm playing so slow.
Too lethargic. You'd think we're holding out a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, man. What's he doing?
Here we go, Rudy.
Come on, Rudiger.
Behind Havertz, though.
And again.
Wide.
Oh,
there we go. Now put this ball in.
Yes. Come on. This is it. Come on.
Timo. Was that a pass to James?
Yes.
Why isn't he connecting it?
Come on.
That's where you need a deadly striker to just take that and curl that into the back of the net.
Haaland does it. First time. Haaland eats that.
Come on, James. Good ball in the box now. Come on. We've got 3 or 4 players. Look at the holding of Christensen. Come on. Rudiger was pushed over there, it looked like. So did about 3 other players.
Go, Aspie. Handball. No. Come on.
Get a jammy handball.
Come on. Spread it out. Give it to Kante. Go, Georgie. Come on. That's it. Get back up there. Come on,
go. Yeah.
Come on, mate. Make it happen.
Look at James. Look at James on the right. He is free. Get the ball to him and get the ball in the box.
Yes,
Come on.
Kante. Yes. Give it to him. Come on.
Pass it to Joe. That's a good pass.
There you go. Come on, James. Now put it back to James. Cut in. Come
on.
Joe, take him on. Take him on. Yep.
Nah, he's off. No. It's off.
No! Why would you do that?
It was a nice idea, but couldn't execute it.
That looks like it, boys. I can't lie.
Man. 0-0. Who predicted 0-0?
One of those days.
Wow.
Come on. And here we go after time wasting. Get off the field, seriously.
They better add on like an extra 30 seconds.
Come on.
Okay, no. Well, yeah, I think it's full
I can't
time.
believe this match is going to be 0-0.
Frustration central, honestly.
I'm actually annoyed with that. If Tuchel said he played well, I'm going to be angry as well because this is just. He came out in the Man United draw and said we played decent.
I don't think we've played well at all.
Gosh, that's frustrating. What's the positive? No injuries and a clean sheet. That's the wrap up. That's how it feels like, honestly.
Bielsa's angry as well. He felt he could have won that. The defense was there for the taking for us.
Bielsa's probably thinking that should have been at least 2-0 for them. We had half chances, but
that was hard.
I feel deflated after that. I really feel.
It feels similar to the Southampton game. I don't know why. It just does.
Should have won that. I felt like we before the match started, all the build up. I just felt like we could have won this, but oh man, Anyways, boys, take your time a little bit, 5 to 10 minutes. We'll be back, say, let's say half past. Half past, we'll be back. I'll set up everything. RJ, do you want to join for the review, yeah?
Yeah, I'm here. I'll be here.
All right, man. I'll sort that out. And live chat, please join us for the review in about 7 minutes. I'll sort out the stream right now. We'll talk about the match in detail. Until next time, well, until in 7 minutes. I'll see you guys all soon, yeah? Take care.
See you guys. Bye.